Shalom. All glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashir Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, peace and much love, honors and blessings, salutations to the elect. All right, this is Jacob Wall. All right, first, Salaki, before I say my, introduce myself, peace and salutations to the elect for retaining their integrity, all right, and enduring against all things. When you look up that word endure, it means to make hard. You basically overcome any situation you're brought with, all right, and you use that situation to become stronger, all right. So I want to land back on the statement that I made back in, me and a brother had made back in around, I want to say like 2011, 2012. After a couple of years of already had been in the truth, because I came into the truth around mid 2009, and then from there on, man, the brother and I, we just, went through the process that the Lord had us go through. But there was a time when my stepmother had contacted my baby mama around like 2011, 2012. My stepmother had lost her job. Her department had been cut off. She was the human resources director of a hospital. And she had contacted my ex-wife, basically breaking down, talking about like her life was over. She didn't know what she was going to do. And, I'll give a little background about my, my step parents. They're wealthy. Like they can sustain themselves if they lose a job very easily. But my stepmother was breaking down, man. And, I had told my brother about it back in Texas, the brother back in Texas, man. I had told him about it. We went to, break bread that night, fellowship. And we just were understanding like the emotional turmoil you go through while going through, adversity, or in a situation that requires you to, that tests your strength and your endurance, your faith, your patience. They cause you to react and feel things, man. They heighten the chemicals that are in your body, or they're pushed out and make you feel these emotional peaks and whatever. And they cause you to feel certain emotion, man. And when it's too much, you break. And so, one thing we agreed about was that let's just take an average person, man. You could have a regular person, man, go through a huge situation and it not affect them so much. You don't react, crazy. You can have someone go through a small situation and they feel what someone would feel at a huge peak of emotion, And I was thinking about this, man. And when we go through our daily, trials and, and the afflictions we're met with, whether it be, to try or to rebuke, they're all testing the character of you, man. They're all testing your character to see if you possess, patience, the fruits of the spirit, patience, meekness, humbleness, temperance, which is patience, endurance, and faith. And the reason I'm making this, man, is because I was literally doing shit, and just now I ain't gonna lie, I was laying down thinking about shit that I'm going through. That's like the worst. That's the worst mixture, man. So I snapped out of it. I said, get the fuck up, go make a lesson, man, to occupy myself. And I'm gonna read this in 2 Timothy 4:2. It says, "Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. Reproof, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine." So I was I was starting to soak on some shit. Because, I'm up here, with brothers, and I'm I'm starting to get sad towards the end of this thing, man, because I got to go back to my fucking shit, and that's even having a negative effect on me because I don't want to leave, I want to be amongst the brothers, man. And so, all that mixture, man, together is kind of, depressing me. So I got up, decided to make a lesson. But the thing I was acknowledging while thinking about these certain things, man, was the emotions that I was feeling in it, man. And they're kind of small things because there's other things I'm dealing with that I, telling you about, the brothers, I'll tell them little bits, but it's not their battle, man. I don't, you don't want to burden another brother with other things that, because it can affect them in a negative way as well. Or they can go through it as well. A good example, I went through that last week, man. Anyways, so the emotion that I was dealing with, while, thinking about these things that I'm going through, they were causing me to be a little distraught just now, or distressed, I'll say. And I thought, like, man, don't let this shit throw you off, man. See, what we're going through right now, all right, what we're going through right now is so that we can possess our minds and establish them in the things to come. You've never seen a man eat a woman, or a woman eat a man, or a woman eat a woman, or a woman eat a baby. You've never seen people just being laid out by an AR-15, by a military. You've never seen people starving and resorting to killing others to get the food, or just to get a cracker. So how do you prepare yourself mentally for those things, man? How do you so that when you actually see it, you're gonna be aware and, like, alert, but you're not gonna bug out and cast yourself aside and probably consent to it. Like, they'll be like, eat that fucking human meat, or we're gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you go through right now, man, is so that you can be prepared for what's to come. And dealing with baby mama drama, dealing with job drama, dealing with your own mind drama, dealing with all these dramatic situations are actually preparing you to be able to endure seeing crazy things. Because again, the level of emotion that you're going to feel is going to equal the emotion you feel now is going to equal the emotion you're going to exhibit when you actually come into the last days that we're approaching. Now, just bear with me because it's a little rocky, because, but if you understand what I'm saying, that's why it's important. That's why it's very pertinent, which is the word pertinent means to be very relevant and important. That's why it's exceedingly convenient and relevant that you stabilize your mind in these times. Because if people think that it's like weightlifting, man, you try to bench press 275, you ain't bench pressed in a year, you ain't gonna be able to push that right at the bat. Or if you do, you're gonna feel incredibly weak or brittle. You're gonna be dull as hell. You're gonna miss a lot of the form that you could have put out. Same way with what's going on right now, man. Okay, these things that you go through are to condition you. There you go. These things that we're going through right now are to condition you for what's to come. Okay? Which is why acceptable men are gone through adversity daily, because, pursuing the THRU 2:5. Because if you're not being conditioned for it right now, you're not going to be able to endure it when it actually approaches you. So, which is why we received that cup that Yahweh Shai received at the same time. When he received it, he had to go through those things so that he could get the glory and be able to endure what he had to deal with. Because, can't no man, endure getting, nails put through his, his wrists and, hung on a post, and stabbed in the side before he dies, like, and people think that Yahweh Shai, man, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, they think he went through something small, minuscule, man. Living in a time amongst the people who potentially want to kill you, and when you go deeper, it does reveal that they actually do want you dead. Your thoughts are constantly about your being observant and watchful, because at any moment in time, your life can be taken from you. That's the same thing we do here, man. We go through these things, man, wonder, man, if we're gonna make it to the next day. So everything that we're going through right now is to condition you to get those things out of there, so you can be able to endure it and trust better, and be like, hey, yeah, you know what? Leave it in Yahweh Shai's hands. Has he ever failed you before? So it's important, all right, that we get our minds in check. All this shit, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm going through some women problems right now, man. While I'm up here, and I said ignore that shit, leave it alone. But I got to go back to the house, with that shit, and it was bothering me here because I'm like, God damn, man, it's like, it's annoying. And that's not the only thing, man. Women are just the easiest example, man, because they give us the most hell while we're doing a job to try to even save them if you want them to be saved. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got enough hell to deal with, but this fucking bitch has to come in our lives, and because she's so fucking insecure and she wants control, she got to check up on you, and if you ain't answering, she immediately thinks you're up to some fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's Satan, man. That's Satan, It says, this is 2 Esdras 14 and 14. It says, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man. These things are mortal thoughts, man. Okay? When you really think about it, well, first of all, America is just one big distraction. It's a corporation built upon distraction, man. The job of America is to distract you. All right, when you go into 2 Esdras, the 7th chapter, in fact, I actually get it. When you go into 2 Esdras, the 7th chapter, it says right here in 2 Esdras 7 and 57, it says, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. What is that victory we're getting over, man? This fucking place of Babylon, man. We're getting over all the distractions, things that were designed and put there to throw you off from following Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? Hold on, let me... Damn. Salakia. You know what? Never mind. I was going to put a window down. Oh, actually, I can. Salakia. Anyways, man. But that was the condition, okay? These things that, like I said, America is one big corporation. It's one big distraction, one demented funhouse distraction. All right? It's built upon crafty schemes and tricks by a cunning man. Going back to Esau's trait, cunning. That means he's skillfully deceptive. So all this is designed to elude, distraction. All right? Or if I'm actually Salaka, if I'm using that, I think that's the word, elude. Salaka, take that word back. It's just simply put there to distract you and throw you off. All right? Best example I can give, man, is how the brother said it to me back in like 2012. A brother from Mississippi had told me, you just got to imagine this place, man, as if it's all just going on in your head. You're in this room by yourself, but you're the one who can see the voices and hear them, but it's not real. Because America is not real, man. It's here for a time, man. It's here for a short season. And it's gonna pass away as a shadow. But while we're in it, man, it doesn't mean that, we're actually having to experience that bad fucking dream. But this is that condition. All right? So it's our job to put away these mortal things. To shove them out the way, man. Hey, man, don't get tripped up because a fucking baby mama, man, is gonna, talk some shit to you, man. Fuck that, man. You don't want to lose your prize because some bitch wants to, talk shit. And that's the pettiness of Satan, man. He fucks with you, man, through your very sensitive areas, man. Here it is, a woman's supposed to be close and, supportive and ultimately the comfort of a man, outside of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But here it is, she's your fucking enemy, man. Like, I mean, that's there for a distraction. And as much as you may hate it, as much as you may not like the fact that these things are distracting you or getting you in your way, man, they have to, because you have to be conditioned for what is coming. All right, we are establishing our minds. Establish is an aphetic form of the word establish, which they actually both mean the same thing, but they also have two different meanings. I believe the word establish or establish means to confirm, to be accepted. And establish means to basically ground and confirm. So, with both of those things together, man, that's what we're doing. We're confirming the souls, man. We're confirming our souls to be approved by Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the end. So, again, 2 Esdras 14 and 14. You know what? I'll go into 13. 2 Esdras 14 and 13 says, now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people. And that doesn't just mean the people themselves. It means you as well. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now we're not corruption, man. The elect are the only ones really in trouble, man, because we're the only ones that are signing crying for everything that we have to endure and see. Like, because we actually understand, man, that this place is true hell. All right? Satan these spirits don't stop fucking with you, man, 24/7. You remember, man, the spirits, they don't sleep. Angels, they don't sleep, nor do they eat. So they're 24/7 fucking with you. So you got to 24/7 fuck with them back and rebuke or entreat. You know, when the right hand spirit comes into you, man, you know, ultimately it's a spirit coming into you, man. You got to accept that. But you know, you gotta learn to, and I'm saying this to myself as well, man. You just gotta learn to entreat it, accept it. You know, accept that fire. It's gonna make you stronger. I'll go ahead and get that real quick in a second. Sirach. Because it's very important to understand that, man. Once you understand that, you have to go through these things, man. All right, and the way that you can tell that the Lord is working for you is if you're doing what you should be doing. Now, if you're getting all this hell, man, and you're being wicked, then yeah, the Lord is probably trying to take you out. Not probably, he's taking you out. But we understand that the Lord is merciful, man. Every day you are alive is mercy. Okay? I'm in the wrong book. All right? But, you know, you gotta have that understanding and that faith, that trust that what you're going through, man, is for salvation and not destruction. This is Sirach 2 is in 4. It says, I'll start at Sirach 2 and 2 because there's a scripture I wanted to read after that. It says, set thy heart aright. Well, above that, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. When you prepare something, man, you're taking the proper steps to get those things in order. So the Lord has given us that template. He's given us that tool that gets your mind in order, which is this word, these scriptures, which is the reason why I read in 2 Timothy 4 and 2, be instant in season, out of season. That's why it's beneficial to make a lesson or to get into the scriptures at any emotion that you're feeling, man, whether it be anger, sadness, depression, you know, anxiety, you know, go to the scriptures. It'll calm you down. But it says, prepare thyself for temptation. So we use this truth. It says, set thy heart aright. So you're taking the steps to put your mind in order. All right. That is your goal, your initiative. All right. Your job is to get your mind right, because our minds are polluted even in this time. That's why the scriptures tell you in 2 Corinthians that we got to daily renew our minds. Okay. I'll go ahead and get it. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 16. It says, you know what? 2 Corinthians 4:15. For all things are for your sakes, all right? That the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many redound to the glory of Yahweh. So all things are for our sakes. Everything you go through is for your benefit. It's for your increasement to salvation. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. See? So it's a daily thing that you set your mind in order. Because every day, man, you're hit up with new, and you're hit up with even the same wicked things. And your job is to fight. This is Sirach 2 and 2. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble, all right? Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So it says, make not haste in time of trouble and depart not away. Because you got to understand, you got to go through it. You have to go through it in order to receive the glory at the end. It tells you that in 2nd Esdras, man. I think, 7 or 8? Where it talks about the city that is set on a dangerous place. You must go through it, man. Because the Lord is not just about spoiling a brat. All right? And Israel's been a big fucking brat. So he's to be like, no, fuck that. You got to earn this shit now, man. Look what you did. So, but, you know, in a spiritual level, man, the Lord is trying the elect men, all right, to be found worthy of inheriting all things. Okay? But it says in verse 4, Sirach 2 and 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So like I said earlier, man, I was dealing with some things in my mind, and I was like, man, this shit, I even said, like, man, this shit really tested my patience and my faith, or my patience and my endurance, because it was bothering me, man. It was really pissing me off. So I got up, came out here to make the lesson, man. You wanna have your mind girded at all times and armored, you know. And the only way you can do that is by coming to the scriptures, man. Coming to Yahweh Shemeshah. This is how you talk to him. This is how you commune with him. It tells you that in Hebrews, man, that it says, "For lo, I come in the book, or in the volume of a book. It is written of me." So this is Yahweh Shai right here, and he can answer every single question you have. It says, "But whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state." So you got to. So like I was saying, I was going through these things in my mind. That's why I got up, and I understand I got to deal with this, man. It's bitter right now, man, but at the end it's going to be sweet. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." All right. It says, "Believe in him and he will help thee." So when in the moment of your distress, man, the Lord's going to help you. All right. And he does it in every form of fashion, man. Like, and that's why it's important to keep patience, really pay attention and listen, because the Lord may create a situation for you. Maybe you're going through a situation, man. You're going through something. You're going through a hard temptation or trial, and he'll create a way for you to escape, and you miss it because you were too focused and you weren't, using discernment, and you were being distracted. So that's why, going back to 2 Ezra, the 14th chapter, let go of these mortal thoughts, okay? And understand, man, that we got to go through what we go through, all right, in order to be found worthy at the end. Okay, I was thinking about this last night, man. I don't know what celebrity it was I saw, but it was a celebrity posing on the red carpet, and people just taking pictures and pictures and pictures, man. I'm thinking, man, that's going to be us in the kingdom. But we're going to give the praise immediately to Yahweh Shai, man. But the scriptures say, man, that we are the co-heirs, and we're going to be found worthy of praise as well. We're not going to be on an idol level, but everybody's going to know the elect. Every human being that exists in the generations to come of the kingdom, they're all going to know the elect, and they're all going to desire to want to be with the elect. Women are going to want the celebrity elect, and you're wondering probably, like, how are they even know us if we look different, this and that, But hey, man, the Lord's going to do it. The Lord's going to do it. You just got to have that patience. All right, we're waiting on delayed gratification right now. So that, not much to it, man. Just, and what is that? Luke 21:19, man. And your patience possesses your souls. Get them under order, man. Get them right. Put them in order. And then you got James, the 5th chapter, where it says to establish thy mind, or to establish thy heart. I'll go ahead and get it before I end this. This is James chapter 5 and 7. It says, "Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandmen waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it." So we got to be long suffering and patient as well. The Lord wants to get you just right. Good for the picking, right? Ripe for the harvest. He wants to get you at your perfect. When you eat a badass, ripe, ready to eat fruit, doesn't that shit taste good, man? Like bananas, man. Like I personally, I like bananas. But when you have that perfect banana, that shit tastes so fucking good. You ain't got no brown in it. It's just a perfect, right? That's what the Lord is doing, man. He's waiting for his elect to come out 100% pure gold. And you can't even do that here in this time, man. You can't make pure gold, chains and shit like that. This is 14 karat, man, plated with sterling silver inside. You got to add the gold and pour it over, man. But the Lord can do that. He's going to do that for the elect. He's going to make them pure gold. So it says, behold, the husbandmen waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he received the early and latter rain. Be also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. So be patient and establish your mind. That's the point of the lesson, man, just to endure. All right? Possess your soul, man. Get it right and endure. But with that, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rukakwadash. Don't want to see the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, much love, honors, and blessings to the elect. All right, Yahweh Bashim Sheh Brakatom, Kwame Shalom.